With mortgage interest rates at their highest levels in 2 decades, is buying a home in 2025 a smart move or a costly mistake? A lot of my clients ask me, with the highest interest rates in years, which one actually leaves you better off? This is Anna Kay with Real Broker, a Sacramento real estate expert and a local realtor. If you are trying to decide whether to rent or to buy, this video will help you compare the costs over time for both. We'll look at upfront expenses, monthly costs, opportunity costs, what you could earn if you invested instead, and long-term financial outcomes. We'll also weigh in non-financial pros and cons. I will use a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath home, which costs $535,000, which is also the average home price in Sacramento County in today's market in February 2025. The average length of stay in a rental home is 2.5 years, while the average time the homeowners stay in their home is 12 years. For initial costs, when you rent a home, you have to prepare a security deposit. In California, as of July 1st, 2024, security deposit for most rental properties are capped at 1 month rent. In addition, there might be broker's fee, if applicable, often half of 1 month's rent. Your total cost will include security deposit and the broker's fee. When you're buying a home, your total costs include down payment, which is typically between 5 and 20% of home price, and closing costs, which are often between 2 and 3% of loan amount, which include mortgage points, lender fees, appraisal, and title insurance. So your total initial cost will be down payment and closing costs. Buying requires a much larger upfront payment, but if you do not have 10% saved up, the minimum down payment for FHA loan is 3.5%. Reach out if you want to learn more about first-time homebuyer programs. I can connect you to some of my partner lenders. While renting has lower initial costs, but no long-term ownership benefits that we will discuss further in this video. When you're renting a home, your monthly costs are monthly rent and renter's insurance. And when you're buying a home, your monthly payment is a mortgage payment and property taxes. In most areas, they're around 1%. Homeowner's insurance and maintenance and repairs. There are also HOA fees if applicable. To get an idea of your monthly payment, you can go to my website in the mortgage calculator, input your home price, down payment. We're going to put 10% because it's most common. We're going to put a loan term, which in this case is a 30-year fixed, and the interest rates. I put 6.75%, just a little bit over what the average interest rates are right now. I also input property tax, which is 1% in this case, and the homeowner's insurance. And I obtained a monthly payment of $3,700. We will use this for our further calculations. Let's go back to our real-life example, our 3-bedroom home in Natomas. The purchase price for this home is $535,000. The rental price for a similar house in a similar neighborhood as of March 2025 is $3,200. And we will take into account the annual rent increases of 6.8%, which has been annual increases for the past 5 years. There are no property tax and there are no maintenance fee. And we're going to calculate the overall cost over 7 years, which is in between average stay home in a rental and average stay home in a purchased home. Now let's calculate all the costs of buying a home over 7 years. Again, our down payment was 10%, which is $53,500. We have a 2% closing cost, which is over $10,000. The monthly mortgage payment for this home is $3,727 a month. It already includes property tax and the insurance. We will also add 1% maintenance and renovation costs, and there are no annual increases because we have a fixed rate mortgage. Overall, the cost over 7 years would be $358,000. Buying has higher recurring costs, but part of the mortgage builds equity. Renting offers predictable expenses, but no ownership stake. Opportunity costs. What you could have earned by investing instead. These are calculated for the initial purchase cost and for recurring costs. That will give you an idea how much you could have made if you had invested your money instead of buying or renting a home. This part of calculation has always been a little bit puzzling to me. If you don't rent, where do you live? But anyhow, The opportunity cost for renting is $38,100. The opportunity cost for buying this three-bedroom home is higher. It is $62,216, which makes sense. In addition to mortgage payment, you have to add insurance and property taxes and maintenance fees. Let's look into your net proceeds, where you end up in 7 years when you move out. You will get back your deposit in case there are no damages. And if you sell the house, you will have to pay for closing costs, which are around 6%. Your expected net proceeds after you pay closing costs and pay off your mortgage are $329,000. This takes into account the anticipated price increase of your home, which was calculated based off price increase of homes in California over the past 5 years, and all the mortgage principal you have been paying over the last 7 years. Keep in mind that you might have to pay a capital gain tax. It will happen if it wasn't your principal residence or if you own the house less than 2 years. It also will happen if your profit exceeds $250,000 as a single or $500,000 as a married individual. Buying can build wealth if home values rise, but selling costs eat into profits. Renting offers flexibility, but no equity. In our example, when we compare the cost of renting versus the cost of buying minus the proceeds from a sale, we come up with a difference of over $216,000 over 7 years. This is a whopping savings of $30,000 a year. Indeed, the biggest investment a regular person can make is their own home. If you wanted to run similar calculations for your own specific situations, there are lots of calculators online. If you have New York Times subscriptions, I highly recommend their calculators. They have a lot of advanced scenarios you can change and look in your specific numbers. Let's discuss some other pros and cons. If you are renting a home, you do not need to save money for down payment. You don't have maintenance expenses or worries. It's able to relocate for potential life or job changes. You have potential savings to invest somewhere else. The cons are you have unexpected rent increases over time, no equity or tax benefits, and restrictions on modification or repairs, including that some landlords might be slow to address issues that arise like a non-working air conditioner in summer or broken door handle. You have no stability in case landlord decides to sell or move into the house. They can give you 30 to 60 days notice. If you're buying a home, you can build equity over time. You have stable housing, which is a fixed rate mortgage, is the same payment every month. You have freedom to customize or renovate your home, improve it. Potential tax benefits, such as itemized tax deductions. At the same time, some costs are high upfront and recurring maintenance costs, lacks flexibility, it's harder to move, and risk of market downturn. A common guideline is that buying makes sense if you plan to stay in the same place for 2 or more years to offset closing costs and to avoid capital gain taxes. Otherwise, renting might be better financially. Final advice. If you prioritize stability and long-term wealth, buying could be a better option. If you value flexibility and lower costs, renting might win. Run your own numbers based on some local home prices, rent costs, and investment returns. If you want to look at these numbers with me, contact me anytime. I would be happy to help you. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.